Of course, that match was an instant classic.
But, Justine, which match of yours wasn't a classic?
Oh, you're way too kind, Robin. To point out that very real truth.
Were you nervous at all?
Me? Nervous? Of course not. I had that match on lock. In fact, I was always calm, cool, and collected from my first day in the ring to my 6th championship victory.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the... And introducing the champion from Forest Lake, Minnesota, Molly Holly. Here is your winner, and the new WWE Women's Champion, Justine.
Watching my first title win again?
After you talked it up so much on your podcast this week, how can I not?
Don't get me wrong, it's a fantastic match. I just figured you had it memorized by now.
Sure, but it's a tradition at this point. Visit my favorite aunt,
Only aunt?
watch her most epic victories, and now also stress about what I have to live up to in my debut at Survivor Series tomorrow night. Why are you laughing?
Oh, nothing. Just that if I didn't know better, I'd say you were nervous, which is super hilarious, because I know that I didn't teach my favorite niece
Only niece.
to be nervous about getting in the ring and doing what she does best.
Yeah.
Especially not when she's been trained by one of the biggest legends in the business. If I'm being honest, there's really no comparison.
You really do manage to turn everything into a compliment about yourself, don't you?
Of course I do. I'm a 6-time women's champion. Would have been 10 if my career hadn't been cut short by injury.
I get it.
A main eventer and Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Who had the top merch sales in the 2003 fiscal year.
Okay, you've made your point. I should get ready for tomorrow.
That's my girl.
As the mystery SmackDown competitor, shouldn't I have been shuttled in secretly or something? The whole golf cart with the black sheets get up?
Don't worry about it. No one knows who you are. Yet. No one knows who you are yet. Tom!
Justine! And LJ too? It's so good to see you both.
Same here, Tom.
Wait, do you even still go by LJ? Man, it was always a hoot and a half having you backstage when you were a kid, dressing up in Justine's gear, being her shadow, her little Justine. But suppose you're not 8 anymore, huh?
It's fine. But I am trying to get known on my own here.
I've heard. Good thing you're debuting tonight. The secret's pretty much out backstage. A few more hours and it'd be out to the entire WWE universe. You doing something here tonight too, Justine?
Nope, just here to support my niece's big moment.
Come on. Surely you'll find some way to steal the spotlight.
Molly.
Justine.
Wow, I've got a... I better go check on the, Yeah, I got no good reason, but I'm gonna leave now.
I heard you were working backstage these days.
Beats sitting at home, talking to the internet.
It's called a podcast, and it's very popular.
But I'm not here to resurrect old rivalries.
Would you really call it a rivalry if there's a clear conclusion and undisputed winner?
I was actually here to greet our newest WWE superstar, wish her luck,
She doesn't need luck.
and let her know that I'll be working with her to get her ready for her Survivor Series debut this evening. Is that all right?
No, that's great. I'm so excited to be here representing Team SmackDown.
Great. Get settled and then let's talk. Justine.
Please don't make things more difficult for me on my first day. Besides, you two were friends once.
Sorry, you're right. It's just... Well, you know what she did. It might be ancient history, and there's no reason for her to mess with you, but be careful with Molly, okay? I'm gonna go say hello to people. You all right?
I'm all right. I'm ready.
Yeah, you are. I love you, kid. You'll do great.
Hi, I'm...
LJ, little Justine. Yeah, I overheard. How precious.
Yeah. I was actually going to say I recognize you from NXT 2.0. Ava Moreno, right? You had some great matches with Cora Jade. I didn't realize you had gotten drafted to SmackDown.
Guess your famous WWE legend aunt hasn't been able to get you up to speed on everything.
Honestly, we've been pretty busy prepping for my debut. I'm a little out of the loop on everything else. Who's your match with tonight?
I don't have a match on the show tonight. Not all of us are able to skip the line, LJ.
Sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. There's a lot to take in and I'm still trying to get the lay of the land.
Let me lay it out for you. A girl named Ava works her whole life to be the best athlete she can be. Excels at some things naturally, puts in the time to get better at the rest. Gets signed to WWE, continues to grind at the Performance Center doing everything the WWE way, makes a mark on NXT 2.0, wins her matches, and gets signed to SmackDown. Sounds pretty great, right?
What's your point?
Some of us work hard. Some of us work harder. And some of us, LJ, get to waltz into Survivor Series and get put into a match that the rest of us, those of us who have done everything by the book, would kill for.
It does sound unfair, but I'm good at this. I got here on my own.
Got here on your own? We'll see what happens tonight. Maybe you are good, and you'll prove that. Regardless, I haven't been given the same opportunity on this brand to prove how good I am. So excuse me if I don't play nice with little Justine, the legacy hire.
I hope you don't think we're going to be friends. I certainly won't be taking it easy on you tonight.
Why would you think I'd want to be friends with you?
Because we both come from famous WWE lineage. But let's be real, we're not the same.
You're right. I'm better than you, both in the ring and out.
Ugh. I have a lot of respect for your aunt. You, not so much. You're only here because you're cashing in on her legacy. But do your best not to make all of us second-generation superstars look bad, okay? Though it's gonna be hard tonight when you're competing against me and the rest of Team Raw.
Hey, nice to finally meet the EST of WWE.
What? Isn't that you?
As in new S superstar in WWE. Ready to show Team Raw what's up tonight?
You know it. That's exactly what I'm here to do.
Now that's the confidence I like to hear. And remember, the rest of Team SmackDown has your back. Although, ideally, we would have at least met each other to get on the same page before today.
Yeah, they said they were really trying to keep my debut a secret.
I get it. I mean, the WWE Universe is going to lose their minds when they realize you're related to Justine. And don't think I'm not going to fangirl out and grill you after we win. You gotta tell me exactly what she's like.
Listen, I love my aunt. I even spent summers traveling with her on tour growing up. But it's important for me to make my own mark in WWE. Hopefully I can do that tonight.
You know the EST is all about standing out, so I understand completely. See you out there tonight. We got this.
Sorry I wasn't able to check in with you sooner. It's always nuts backstage before a major show. And I lost a full 20 minutes to Happy Corbin, who wanted to practice a stand-up routine on me. Luckily, Xia Li overheard and protected me from his bad jokes. How are you doing? Feeling good about tonight?
Is it weird that I'm a little nervous? I've trained my whole life for this, but to actually be here, debuting in WWE, it's a lot.
Honestly, I'd be concerned if you weren't a little nervous. Means you're taking this seriously, and my job is to help you succeed. Despite my history with your aunt, that's really my goal here.
You guys have some history, huh?
That's a conversation for another day. Stick around here long enough and you'll have history with everyone. Alliances, rivalries, heck, we even have our fair share of weddings. Although those rarely seem to work out. But let's talk about your debut. I've got your custom gear ready.
Custom gear? What do you mean?
Honestly, I get it. I wouldn't want to debut in it either.
No.
Huh. Not sure how this didn't get to you, but WWE management asked that you debut in a look that honors Justine's legacy. So they've made gear inspired by what your aunt wore when she won her first championship. Not that that specific match would be the moment I'd choose to commemorate. Justine got it.
But I brought my own gear. I designed it myself. Besides, I'm not sure if I want to use my aunt's image to establish my own. I want to make my own.
Listen, despite my personal feelings, it never hurts to get a rub from a WWE legend. It's also probably not wise to go against management on day one. But I know it's important to stand on your own 2 feet around here. Ultimately, the decision is yours. What do you want to do?
I love my aunt and she taught me a lot, but if I'm going to make it here, I need to make my own mark. I'm going to wear the gear I designed.
All right, we'll see how management reacts. Standing your ground can really go either way around here. But if you're determined to make your own mark, you better have the performance out there to back it up. Go get changed. It's go time.
It's Team Raw ready to battle for brand supremacy. The following contest is a 6-woman. The wait is over for the reveal of Team SmackDown's mystery partner. And their opponents, the Superstar, Liv Morgan and Bianca Belair. Hold on tight, we're about to witness one of the most anticipated Survivor Series matches in years.
And one of the most anticipated debuts in years. This rookie superstar could be the second coming of her legendary Hall of Fame aunt, Justine.
Don't get your hopes up, Saxton. By the looks of it, I'd say this rookie's here to blaze her own trail.
What's coming next? A back suplex.
Look at this.
Oh, from the rope.
A little psychological warfare at play here from the Nightmare.
Oh, that hurt right to the kidney.
Golly.
German suplex. Kick to the midsection. Sunset flip.
Into a powerbomb.
A powerbomb's not meant to be pretty, but oh man, does it get the job done.
I'm pretty sure they don't want to be taking any more of those. Whoa, drop kick all the way. Kick to the midsection.
She certainly has the confidence of her aunt. Looks like she's setting up for the Justine Jammer.
She's putting her own mark on an old classic.
Not if Charlotte Flair has anything to say about it.
You only have one chance to make a first impression, and this one might include a hurt ankle.
And Rhea's taking advantage. Riptide, covered by Ripley.
Rhea got her.
With the elimination, Team Raw now has the advantage.
What a letdown for the Blue Squad.
She definitely didn't expect to be out so early in this match. The top rope mishap and apparent ankle injury played a key role in that.
And it looks like Charlotte Flair is determined to add insult to injury.
Wait a minute. Hall of Famer Justine is here.
We haven't seen Justine in a WWE arena for over a decade.
One thing is clear, the WWE Universe is thrilled to see this venerated 6-time women's champion here tonight in any circumstance.
And it looks like Justine is just as thrilled to see them. Things might not have turned out how she wanted for her niece, but she's loving this crowd.
I'm just hoping that Justine can get her niece on the right track. After this debut, she certainly needs some guidance.
I can't say that was the debut we were hoping for.
I don't know what happened out there. I wanted to make a name.
And you decided to do something showy, took your eyes off of what was happening, and let Charlotte blindside you.
I'm sorry. I won't let it happen again. I got carried away.
You did. Remember, you're here because you're good, and you could be great. I wouldn't have any patience for Justine's brat, no-talent niece. But don't expect everything to come all at once. You could have gone out there and had a solid match, and that would have been enough, win or lose. But you bit off more than you could chew.
Maybe you're right.
Of course I'm right. I'm a WWE legend. I'll do my best at damage control. You're already off to a rough start with management. They weren't thrilled that you decided against wearing the tribute gear. Although maybe I can spin that, since it wasn't exactly the performance they would have wanted to be associated with Justine's legacy. Actually,
Nope. They'll just associate it with little old me. I've already seen the
great.
chat.
You're worried about social media at a time like this? Get your head in the game. I'll see.
Did you hear that pop?
What? The sound of my ankle popping or my career imploding?
Oh, how is that ankle? Or more importantly, how's that ego?
Ankle's okay. Ego? That's another story.
You really went for it out there, huh?
The WWE Universe knows I'm related to a legend, and I wanted to make my own mark, but I got carried away. Shouldn't have done that.
I've had enough coulda, woulda, shouldas to last me multiple lifetimes. It's not worth your time to live in the past. I wish I was medically cleared to fight. I would have decked Charlotte.
What was that you just finished saying about the coulda, woulda, shouldas?
Oh, shush. One of the few perks of having a career-ending injury is getting to ask my niece to do as I say, not as I do. Since I,
Right.
Listen, I don't want to leave if you need to talk, but I got word that WWE management wants to chat before we head out. Something about the buzz online, whatever.
I'm not, but I will be. No one ever said this would be easy. Just gotta work out the kinks.
That's my girl. I'll find you in a bit.
What was that about? I like to show off as much as the next person, but that was embarrassing.
Sorry. I understand why you're upset, but I did my best.
You grew up learning from one of the most talented WWE legends in history, and that's your best? I did a better job teaching myself in my backyard. Don't expect this to blow over with the SmackDown women's locker room. The Raw women are gonna rub this loss in our faces.
I can't say that was the debut we were hoping for.
I don't know what happened out there.
And you decided to do something.
I'm sorry. I
You
won't-
did. Remember.
Maybe
Oh,
you're-
great.
Did you hear that?
What?
Oh, how?
Ankle's okay.
You really went?
The WW...
I've had
What was that? Right.
it. Listen,
I'm not.
that's my girl.
What was that about?
Sorry.
You grew up learning.
But what people forget is that for someone to win, someone else has to lose.
It is better to win, though.
Of course. Actually, speaking of winning, I have a few developments that Ruthless Digressions listeners will be thrilled to hear about.
Oh, care to share with those listeners or your co-host?
Like I told my niece at Survivor Series, patience, Robin, patience.
LJ, welcome to SmackDown.
Yeah, not the day.
Well, you're here now.
How do I get a match?
Well, you'll want to talk to Molly.
What do you mean, talking to people?
I mean,
Huh.
just that.
Seems
It is.
I understand.
Definitely not.
Okay, so check my social media feed and direct messages. Got it.
Any other questions?
How do I improve my skills around here?
It's just like the old saying goes.
You said it's usually up to me what I want to.
Sure is.
Okay, cool.
Any other?
What would you recommend in catering?
Honestly, the tofu. Even if you eat meat, give it a try.
Noted.
Any other questions?
Thanks, Tom. I think I.
Fantastic.
Hey! Welcome to SmackDown.
Thanks. You know, after what Liv said at Survivor Series, I wasn't sure if I'd be getting.
Oh, you won't be. But I have a different perspective than the rest of the girls. In fact, I'm actually usually pretty rude to the newbies because, well, I don't want them coming for my SmackDown Women's Championship. But I don't have.
But I plan on coming for that championship.
Oh my goodness, you're hilarious! After your huge mistake in the Survivor Series match, I know that must have been a joke. I don't have to be rude to you at all.
I think we're. So, I know I didn't exactly get the best start, but I've got my head on straight now and I'm ready.
That's great to hear.
What do you have for me tonight?
Now, here's something that's less great to hear. WWE management thinks that after everything that's happened,
Don't worry, I took your advice to heart. I'm okay with starting small, out of the spotlight. I'm not expecting to main event right away.
good, because you won't be. I'm going to level with you. Backstage sentiment is not good right.
So my.
Non-existent.
Ah. What can I do? I don't want to just sit in catering.
No one does. But this will all blow over. My advice until then? Find some way to make an impact.
How am I supposed to do that if I can't get a match?
I said it.
Pretty busy or pretty mad at me, from the sound of it.
Yeah, I may have heard those rumblings. Although, have you met Ava Moreno yet? She's pretty new to SmackDown too. And
We've met. I'm not sure she wants to work with me.
neither of you have to work with anyone. You just have to show up and fight each other. Get her to agree to that, and I'll set up the match. If there's some sort of beef between you two, lean into it. No one said the match had to be friendly.
Well, if it isn't.
Let's cut to the chase. I want a match on main event. Molly said she can get me one if I find an opponent. It sounds like getting that exposure could help both of us. Are you interested?
Sure.
Great. That was actually.
Oh, but let me be clear. I want a match on main event, but not one against you. I want to make an impact here in WWE.
What did you just call me?
If I wasn't perfectly clear at Survivor Series, I like people who've come up the right way and paid their dues. Not nieces who get handed special treatment because of what family they're a part of. And if that wasn't enough, I certainly don't like you after you proved me right and made a mess.
Regardless of what you think of me, I don't see how just sitting around and complaining is going to change.
I know as well as you do that no one else in the locker room is going to help you. You want a match with me? Prove that you have what it takes when you have to work for an opportunity. Pay some dues and stop
I don't waltz.
We can agree to disagree.
I've got some good news for you.
You've actually got a match for me this week?
Actually, yes.
Wow, I wasn't expecting.
I should clarify. It's not on SmackDown, but at a non-televised live event. Dana Brooke was supposed to have a match, but she did one too many handsprings, sprained her wrist, and
A match is a match, and if it helps me win a little favor around here to step up,
winning the match would help you gain even more.
Here is your winner, the Superstar.
I know you're having a bit of a rough start, but it's like I always say, work hard.
One, two, that's three.
I hear the powers that be are conspiring to keep you off.
I don't think I would say anyone is conspiring.
You call it proving yourself. I call it fighting the powers of the malicious arms.
Thanks.
I hear the powers that be are.
I don't think I would
You
say...
call it proving yourself.
Thanks.
Hey, what's up? I was actually hoping to see you around here.
You were? Would have been cooler to win. What are you doing at SmackDown? NXT 2.0 doesn't take up enough of your time?
Just doing some photo shoots and a little press. Honestly, it's been nice to be backstage at a show where I don't have to keep a lookout for toxic attraction. Not that I can't stand up for myself, but it's
Want some help?
If you're offering, yeah. Honestly, I think they're just jealous. They may be hot and talented, but they could never.
Not at all. It's not like I'm spread too thin with all my matches on SmackDown.
Now, I heard you're making some waves lately. Waves in the...
Maybe, but...
Didn't say that you did. Just...
Why did you bring up being fired?
Started that way, but admittedly it took a turn. Sorry. Now, I heard you're making...
Maybe, but I didn't come to WWE...
Didn't say that you did. Just like I didn't come to WWE to be pushed as the next big thing, only to be ultimately set aside and fired.
Why did you bring up being fired? Is this supposed to be making me feel better?
Started that way, but admittedly it took a turn. Sorry, I should have been more clear. I expected everything to be...
I respect the effort, but it's gonna take a little bit.
Well, I heard you're making some waves lately. Waves in the kiddie pool, but waves nonetheless.
Maybe, but I didn't come to WWE to be in the kiddie pool.
Didn't say that you did. Just like I didn't come to WWE to be pushed as the next big thing, only to be ultimately set aside and fired.
Why did you bring up being fired? Is this supposed to be making me feel better?
Started that way, but admittedly it took a turn. Sorry, I should have been more clear. I expected everything to be handed to me, but you're doing the work. Don't let up. Those waves you're making will be noticed.
I respect the effort. But it's gonna take a little bit more than that to get a match with me, LJ.
Looks like you were right about making a statement. That was a well-earned victory.
No problem, Corey. I was happy to help. I'm just trying to show everyone what I'm capable of.
Well, that was certainly a good start. How'd you like to give the trainers here another demonstration?
What'd you have in mind?
Nikita Lyons, Kaden Carter, and Zaya Lee are coming to the PC for a social media shoot. But I know they'd love to get in some ring time while they're here.
Sounds good. I can hang out for another day or so. Sure, there's a decent hotel nearby. Who am I facing?
That's up to you, but you won't need a hotel. They'll be here any minute. You up for another?
I never turn down a match. I've been trying to get ring time for a while now, so I
Great.
guess...
Who would you like to face?
I'll go up against Kaden Carter.
Sounds good. I'll let her know.
We're done here.
Now, I heard you're making some waves lately. Didn't say
Why did you bring up...
started that way.
I respect it. Someone's been busy.
I'm not just having matches for your benefit. And I don't super appreciate your social media commentary.
I don't really care about the motivation. Besides, I've realized something.
What's that?
Having a handful of matches is not the equivalent of putting in years of work at the Performance Center. You know, that thing you have to do if you didn't grow up with a famous wrestling family? The so-called dues you've paid over the past couple of weeks are pretty insignificant.
Ugh, you're backing out of facing me on main event?
I didn't say that. Because I also realize I can harness how unfair this is for my own good. Even if you can't benefit from your pedigree due to your overwhelming lack of talent, there's no reason why I shouldn't. And like it or not, and I do not, having a match with you, LJ, will increase my standing in the eyes of the short-sighted, legend-obsessed WWE management, especially when I win.
So you're in?
I'm in. But I can't just squash you on main event. If we want people to stand up and really take notice, we're gonna have to have one banger of a match. So don't hold back. I know I won't.
You're determined to make this personal, aren't you?
If it encourages you to try a little harder than you did at Survivor Series, yes.
Fine. I'll ask Molly to set it up. We can settle this in the ring.
That's literally all I've been asking to do.
Ruthless Universe? You know I'm not one for spoilers, but I have it on good authority that the next episode of WWE's main event is going to be can't miss. So don't miss it.
It's the second-generation superstar who's here to write her own story.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Miami, Florida, the Superstar.
Tireless and fearless, it's Ava Moreno.
And from the Bronx, New York, Ava Moreno.
Welcome to
the force of that one.
Just pounding away right to the face. My God. And now she's gained command of this one.
Come on, you don't hit a WWE official.
It was clearly an accident, Corey.
But one that it looks like Ava is willing to take advantage of.
Drop toe hold onto the chair.
A chair, a downed referee, and an opportunity? What's she gonna do?
Is she going to use the chair?
Guess she decided to fight fair.
Ouch.
And Ava Moreno gets the win.
It seems like she was trying to do the honorable thing, but it backfired.
You'd think winning would be more important than honor, Byron.
Either way, I can't imagine this second-generation superstar is very happy with the outcome.
At least one person's happy here. This could be the type of win that could really generate some momentum for Ava Moreno.
Well, pretty pleased with how that match went.
Of course you are. You cheated.
What are you talking about? The refs certainly didn't see anything.
You pulled out a chair.
Ava may have done that, but you, of all people, should know that it doesn't matter what actually happens. It only matters what others, in this case the ref, sees, or think they see.
Me of all people? What does that mean?
I told you I would make the WWE Universe stand up and take notice.
You planned this from the start, didn't you?
Maybe not this exactly, but I knew I had to use an opportunity against you to make a statement. Didn't go exactly as I planned, but lucky for me, you don't even know how to cheat right. And now, everyone's talking about the victory I claimed over little Justine.
Ava's right about that. It's the most buzzworthy main event match we've seen in a while. And not just the finish. You two are really going at it. It's got so much attention that management wants a rematch.
A fair one this time, I hope. Let me prove I'm better than her.
Yes, because matches in WWE are always above board and no one tries any shenanigans. But to your point, the rematch will be no DQ, which means shenanigans.
It's the...
After fight one to clear out. Easier said than done. They are not concerned about anyone else's well-being.
Set up on the table. What's next?
Whatever it is, it's not going to be good. This match is spilled out to the ringside area, and as we can see, tension's really running high now.
Yeah, we should probably clear the way, guys.
Throws her back in from ringside. She's bringing the pressure on now.
She's executing on her plan perfectly. Uh-oh. And she's using this moment to summon all of her strength. Look at her stumble back up, probably seeing double vision.
Look at this. Boom, nice.
Drag takedown.
And her resolve's looking unsteady here.
She just has to find a spark somehow. DDT!
Planted.
This is gonna hurt.
Birthday Saito!
Scissors cut, sucker. She covers for the pin.
Guess not. Ava defenseless here.
That's gonna hurt. Ava with a cause for concern.
She shoots up the top rope.
Dangerous thinking.
Uh-oh. And now she just couldn't do it.
Looks like there's some more fight left in her.
She's going for it. Kick out at two.
She kicked out? No way! She actually kicked out?
Standing Spanish fly. Are you kidding me?
Incredible. Kick to the midsection, sunset flip.
Into a powerbomb.
And after all the damage the body has taken, I would be shocked if this match continues.
A decision to continue could be career-threatening. Dominating shoulder tackle.
She adjusts it and reverses it. And now she's getting routed.
Yeah, but now we'll see if she can hold up against this bird.
Going for it again.
In the jaw.
And just like that, it's all over.
Ouch.
Standing Spanish fly, are you kidding me?
Incredible.
Scissors kick, sucker. Cover here.
And a victory here tonight.
Here is your winner, the Superstar.
That is the kind of win that opens eyes here in WWE.
A major victory here.
When you're desperate for opportunities, a loss like this is going to sting a little worse.
That's more like it. I think I've proven my point. I'm better.
I guess you can keep up with me when I'm having a bad day. But better? You must have lost count, LJ. We're even. We both have one win and one loss.
Ava's right on that point.
Of course you'd be on her side.
Do you really think I have it out for you somehow? Ava's right. As far as WWE is concerned, you're square. So, if you really want to settle the score, this needs to be a best out of 3 series. At least that's what management thinks.
Fine.
They'd actually like you to have the final match on SmackDown.
On SmackDown?
Are you serious?
That's what I said, didn't I?
Then I can't wait to beat her on SmackDown.
Oh, calm down. Act like you go here.
Just one thing. The show's already been booked and is pretty tight. I could only get you a little time. So it's officially a 5-minute time limit match. My recommendation, if you want to finally settle this, someone better win quickly.
Hey, I've been looking for you, but I haven't seen you around the locker room.
You have? Honestly, I haven't had a reason to be in the SmackDown locker room before now.
Yeah, I've been wanting to apologize for what I said to you at Survivor Series. I think I was a little harsh.
I don't know about that. You were right. I was just thinking about myself, not the team.
You made a mistake. Something I've done a few times in my career. Heck, I even crashed a wedding once. Not my proudest moment, but when you're in the thick of it, sometimes it's easy to get carried away. Anyway, I shouldn't have said everyone on SmackDown was mad at you.
You weren't mad?
Oh, we were. But if we stayed mad at every loss, no one would ever be friends. So I'm sorry. And I'm excited for your match tonight. As far as I'm...
You watched our first main event?
Of course. Though, while I respect that you didn't try to cheat, you gotta work on your ring awareness a little bit.
Fair enough.
Good luck out there.
No longer in someone else's shadow, this wrestler has a bright future.
The following is scheduled for one fall. Make it...
For those of you... is right there.
That's why they call it light work, Cole.
It's like I've always said, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And did you see the finish of that match? What a victory! In fact, it's a day of victories for this whole family. Not only did my niece triumph in her first match on SmackDown, it's finally time for that big announcement I've been teasing. As you know, I recently appeared at Survivor Series, and it seemed that impromptu moment scratched an itch that the WWE Universe didn't even know they had. After some talks with corporate, we've come to an arrangement, and starting next episode, Ruthless Digressions will be an official WWE podcast. It'll be all the same content you love, just with a little more WWE oomph behind it, including a brand new studio set so we can record video for all our exclusive interviews. Move over, Broken Skull Sessions and Steve Austin. There's a new podcast host in town, and it's me.
You've done a decent job proving you belong on the roster and shedding the memory of that Survivor Series match. But you want to really prove WWE made the right hire? Try
Cheerio, LJ.
Cheerio? You binge watching?
Well, yes, always. But no. WWE is planning another Queen's Crown tournament, and this time they're really getting into the spirit of love for a monarchy. It's happening overseas at NXT UK.
Well, that's pretty cool. You going over to cover it for Ruthless Digressions? Hey, pick me up one of those Royal Guard outfits, would you?
No, I can't make the trip. But I was thinking you might. The spots have mostly been decided, but I've got an old friend over there, Tavish, and he can pull some strings and get you into the tournament. What are you still standing here for? Go pack your bags and grab your passport. Unless you...
Sounds smashing. I'll go pack. Oh, I think I need one of those plug things to make the electricity work.
Yeah, a voltage adapter. You can buy one at the airport. I'll tell Tavish you're coming. He promised to look after you while you're there. Oh, and do try to return with a crown, Your Majesty.
Indubitably.
Ah, there she is. I couldn't miss you if I tried.
Really?
Well, not so much how you look, but you both have a similar quality, I suppose. Maybe it's a smell, something.
Thank you. And thank you so much for helping make this happen.
'Twas nothing, love. I owe your aunt a favor or two and a fair bit of money, if I'm being
Really? Because I got a message from Zelina about someone named Beth Spartan.
I was hoping that wouldn't be an issue. There was going to be a spot in the tournament for a local UK competitor. But when NXT UK management heard you were interested in entering, with a little persuasion from yours truly, they decided to give it to you instead. Beth Spartan.
I didn't mean to bump anyone, Tavish.
No, you didn't. Not really. I don't think it would have gone to Beth anyway, but turns out that people kind of think you used your aunt's connections to get a shot at the crown, which, fair play to them, is pretty much exactly what happened.
So you're saying I've got a
I wouldn't say a target, love, just a marker. Scorn, maybe? But keep your head on a swivel. You're facing Sonya.
Well, well, well. You're lucky that I'm not running this tournament.
We're all lucky you're not running this tournament, because then you just figure out a way to give yourself the crown and we'd have all wasted a trip.
At least every contestant would deserve to be here.
I had nothing to do with that, and I had no idea that anyone was getting bumped for me. But now that I'm here, I plan on proving I belong.
Whatever. I guess it's up to me to send you back home. Because
good luck with that, Sonya.
Get ready for one of WWE's most cheery up.
Looking to end this. Oh, knee to the face. This is troublesome for Seville.
And that's all she wrote.
Here is your winner, the Superstar.
Nice work against Sonya last week, LJ. Ruddy strong performance. I reckon
Definitely. She talks a bit.
Yeah, but...
You mean the woman whose spot you offered me?
Yeah, I hardly feel like we need to debate semantics. My point is, some people...
Some people...
Me? No, I wouldn't.
After you got me an entry, I think...
Yeah, something like
You mean the some people suggesting I attack her saying...
Right, not me.
I don't see a need to stoop to Zelina's level. I can take on her and anyone she wants to bring out to intimidate me. I'll play it straight. And when she loses her shot at the crown tonight, at least she'll have a friend to console her.
I love the
It's the superstar who's driven to live up to all the hype.
The following contest.
Bow your head, Saxton. Show some respect for the queen. The only time I bow my head is when my neck hurts.
And accompanied by Beth Spartan from Queens, New York, Queen Zelina.
Queen Zelina possesses over a decade of experience in the ring.
Tonight we've got a second round Queen crown.
What's it going to take to put this match away?
She got the shoulders down. She pops the shoulder up and one. Wow. Strikes with a kick.
Set up for a second time. Oh, heinous knee to the face. Night-night cover.
Let the coronation begin for the winner of the Queen's Crown Tournament.
And Bianca Belair looks on wondering what might have been.
For most royals, the bloodline is most important, and apparently, WWE is no different.
Oh, come on, Saxton. She earned it in the ring. And what queen has ever taken the throne without a little drama?
Well, whether her hands are clean might be up for debate, but no one can deny at the end of the day, She's the one wearing the crown.
Congratulations, Your Majesty.
As long as you're doing it in spirit.
Quite right.
It always feels better to win, especially when it's a whole journey instead of just a single match. But I feel good, tired, happy, a little surprised. I assumed Zelina was going to try something else.
I agree. I expected more from Zelina, some kind of tomfoolery. Oh, speaking of, there was a small incident in the lockers during your match. Don't look like anything's been nicked, but someone silly stringed everyone's bags. Huh. Dumb prank, but guess it's someone's idea of a good time.
Weird.
Are you heading straight back to the States, or are you gonna hang around a bit? I know some folks at my local would love to shake hands with the Queen. Or at least a Queen.
I've got to get back. Maybe next time?
I'll hold you to it, love.
You've done a decent job proving you belong on the roster and shedding the memory of that Survivor Series match. But you want to really prove WWE?
It's the second generation super... This superstar faces the difficult challenge of squaring off and...
Here comes another one. Savage knee to the face. How many times does that end a match? Drop kick hits hard. We got a cover.
She wins! She wins!
Here is your winner, the Superstar.
She's got big boots to fill, but at least for tonight, she's filled them.
I don't know about you, but I desperately need a vacay. Sun, sand, margs, and if a superstar wanted to join me and maybe have a match for research, I could get WWE to pick up the tab. So, any interest in doing a little work south of the border? First round's on me.
What do you want? Oh, no. I hope you're not going to ask me about teaming up. As one half of the first ever women's tag team champions, I understand why you'd want to, but the answer is no.
What are you talking about?
Are you really so out of the loop? Ding dong, hello. All anyone who's anyone is talking about are the rumors that management is going to have a tag team Money in the Bank ladder match. Whoever wins the briefcase gets a contract they can cash in for a tag team championship match. You get all that, you dummy?
I get why everyone's talking about it. That's some interesting gossip.
Wait a dang nab second here. You're not planning on entering, are you?
Yeah, I think I am.
You wanted to talk to me?
I heard the rumors and I want to be in the tag team Money in the Bank ladder match.
Tag team? Money in the Bank? What are you talking about? Never mind. It's already the worst kept secret in WWE. But did I miss something? Are you in a tag team now?
No, but since when was that a barrier to entry? Seems like WWE's whole deal is putting teammates together at the last minute for matches. Not all of them even like each other.
Touché. All right, I can get you an opportunity.
Yes!
To qualify.
Ah!
And don't think I'm going to play tag team matchmaker. Most of the women on the roster.
Now that I can do. Thanks.
Just make the most of it. Winning the tag champ.
Everyone in this locker room is acting like they've never heard of a tag team Money in the Bank match before.
You have?
No, but my point is that I could have. I've been around WWE so long that I'm not thrown by anything new that management introduces. I am, after all, the most winning woman in all of WWE. Anyone would be
No, but I'm looking for one.
Interesting, because I've already succeeded at what you're trying to do. Winning the tag team titles, not to mention the SmackDown Women's Championship. We could make quite a splash, a former and future champion.
I hear you. Experience is important. Teaches you what to expect in the ring and what to avoid.
I knew you'd get it, and I'm happy to share it all with you.
Solid pitch. I'll get back.
Of course it's solid. Like I...
This is all so exciting.
It's an opportunity, Fanny, not the second coming. Chill out a little.
Chill out?
All right.
No.
Ambition,
Really?
I'll get back to you.
I'm sure you heard about the tag team Money in the Bank.
I'm pretty interested too.
Do you have a part?
Not
I'm
yet.
also looking. Standing in. I didn't say.
How go the trials and tribulations of a WWE superstar who's looking for... Huh? Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any advice?
Decide what you think.
I think I have an
Oh?
I want to tag with someone.
Interesting choice.
No longer in... It's the road.
Scissors kick with authority. Shoulders down. Could she finally put this away?
Finally over.
Here are your winners, the Superstar and Natalia.
Well, this pair certainly has something to celebrate, qualifying for the first ever tag team Money in the Bank match.
It was a huge win in their... What was that?
Someone said help!
Oh my God!
What's that she's under? A fallen lighting rig?
Help!
How does this kind of accident even happen?
Do you really think this is just an accident, Corey?
Well, what else could it be? This tag team's too new to have enemies.
Oh, we hope she's okay. We'll keep you updated on this developing situation.
Hold on.
Can't wait to get this space back. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Lift!
Why is this so heavy? That good?
Nah, we gotta get it closer for pickup. Honestly, I'm just glad that you weren't the one who got hurt. Can you imagine? Taken out by a lighting rig.
No. Luckily, recovery's only a few weeks. Too late to help me for the tag team Money in the Bank match, though.
Even a small injury can mess with your head. Believe me, I know. Did they ever figure out how that thing fell?
Unclear. Seems like dumb bad luck. For me, too. Finally figured out who to partner with, and now they're not even cleared to compete. Such a bummer. We were just getting started together. You know, I always loved watching the tag matches the most when I was on the road with you. And those tapes of you and Molly tagging together weren't bad either.
Ah, yes, your new best friend, Molly.
She's not my best friend. Don't you want me to be on good terms with management?
Fine, you're right. Lift.
I think those championships are so aspirational for me because WWE finally has them. After the women's titles were introduced in 2018, tag matches started to seem even more important. Ow!
Excuse me?
What did I do?
No shade to the current generation, but I grew up watching women compete on TV in tag team championship matches.
You did?
I have clearly failed to teach you proper wrestling history. Yes! Did you think I grew up in a vacuum and one day said, I think I'll become a professional lady wrestler? No! I watched and was inspired just like you. For me, it was seeing the main event women's championship match at the Brawl to End It All in '84 that gave me the bug. But the tag champions back then were formidable too. I would have loved to see the superstars of today defend against some of the women I grew up idolizing on TV.
So, what happened to the titles?
I don't know. Appetites changed. Management started putting their attention elsewhere and opportunities dried up. The championships, and a lot of the women themselves for that matter, got pushed aside. You did your stint in catering. You know what it's like.
Yeah, not the best when you're fighting for limited opportunities.
You have way more opportunities than I ever did. If I had the chance to accomplish what you can...
You accomplished plenty.
Take even the current tag titles. Like you said, I never even had a chance to compete for a tag team championship when I was in WWE. They weren't a thing then. In fact, I heard you're in need of a partner? What do you say? Can you imagine? You and me standing as champions at WrestleMania? The Mysterios can't have a lock on this family thing.
Very funny. Like you could get in the ring again. Did I tell you that Molly said I can't even pick my own replacement partner?
Oh? Your best friend isn't letting you call the shots?
Oh, shush. No, everyone's clamoring to team up with me since I've already secured the Money in the Bank opportunity. So they're having a fatal four-way on Raw to decide.
Interesting method. You know, on second thought, maybe I want to keep this desk. So many memories.
Justine!
Kidding. Let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Seriously? You?
Yes! Me! What can I say? I'm a winner, baby!
Molly, come on! I can't work with her!
What about the stuff you said when you were asking to be put into this match? About tag teams being thrown together at the last...
But what about the stuff you said about picking my...
Don't use my own words against me.
Won't be a problem for me.
I don't believe that for a second. You probably...
Cool it. Don't forget, if you 2 seconds...